In this video, I'm going to show you how you can change absolutely any situation, circumstance, or condition in your life by changing your energy. It might sound too simple to be true. It really is simple. Doesn't always mean it's easy to do, but I'm going to share with you anyway and show you exactly how you can do this and apply it to your own life. It doesn't matter what the problem is, what the situation is, what the circumstance is. It doesn't matter how long it's been going on for, how many things you've already tried to fix it, to shift it, to change it. It doesn't matter. As of today, you can use what I share in this video to completely change it. So I'm excited to share this with you. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Kirsty Elizabeth. I help women release the subconscious blocks that are holding them back. I help them shift their identity, raise their energetic frequency, and recode their reality. I'm a certified coach and energy healer, and this channel is all about helping women reclaim their power and access their hidden potential so they can create the life that they have been dreaming of. Before I get into it, I have a free workshop that is available right now for a limited amount of time. It is called You Are the Breakthrough. It's going to show you how to unleash your potential and how to overcome the biggest hidden blocks that are holding you back from your dream life right now. If that sounds good to you, click the link in the pinned comments. You'll get instant access to 3.5 hours of powerful training. So back to this video. If you are like me, then the chances are when you have a situation you don't want, or a problem, something that you perceive as a problem in your reality, whether it's with a relationship, whether it's with work or your career or your business, whether it is with money, whether it's within yourself, whether it's within your health, you are probably used to tackling your problems to the ground to try and fix them. You end up researching, looking at all of the things, making lots of changes, and then sometimes some of these problems just don't go away. They stay and they become more and more persistent, and you get to the end of your tether and you end up thinking, my God, I've done everything. I'm doing all the things I'm being shown how to do and what to do. And I don't know why I can't fix this. What is wrong with me? There's something wrong with me. And it can take you in this whole massive downward spiral. If that sounds familiar, there is a reason for it. And it has nothing to do with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't mean you can't have the solution that you want. It just means that you have been thinking, feeling, and acting in a way that is misaligned with universal principles, universal laws. And it is your energy that is keeping the situation stuck in place. So I have come across this when I've had health issues, when I've had financial issues, when I've had issues with my business, when I've had issues with my relationships. And I have found this every single time. And now even looking back to before I even learned about energy and consciousness and how to really create and transform our reality, the times when things seemingly just sorted themselves out, right? It was the same things happening then. The first thing we need to understand is that wherever we pour energy, wherever we pour a focus, whenever we pour our attention, we are allowing the subject of that to grow and grow and grow and magnify, right? So even if we are sat there going, but I want to fix it, I want to change it, I'm doing everything I can to change it, all that energy is still being diverted onto the problem. And it's making the problem stronger. It's making it feel more persistent. It's making it feel harder to solve, because we're trying all of these things. And actually, because of the universal laws, we are feeding it and we're anchoring it in place. And then it feels like we're stuck. Even though everything is energy, we're all energy, everything's always in a constant state of motion. Everything's always moving, like nothing is stuck, nothing is still, nothing is anchored that firmly in place permanently. But our focus on it, our observation of it, and our insistence of it, because we seem to like fight for our limitations more when we can't fix something or we can't change something, then it just seems to be reinforcing a belief inside of us that this is here, we can't change it, it's here for good, all the rest of it. And all that does, that then acts as energy cement to keep this thing in place, to make it seem so solid, so real. But I just want to assure you, with this in mind, that nothing is solid, nothing is permanent, everything is always changing. In fact, the only thing you can guarantee in life is change and things to be moving. This too shall pass, right? So what we want to do is the opposite of what we've been doing. So if you have been trying to fix this problem, you've been researching all the things, you've been watching all the videos, you've been affirming, you've been journaling, you've been meditating, you've been doing everything you can possibly think of. So this fixing this thing has pretty much become a full-time job in itself. It's time to let go. We have to let go, because that hyper-focus, that hyper-vigilance, that constant attention, Like I said, it's feeding it because it's becoming a desperation. It's becoming desperate energy. It's becoming fear. It's anxiety, and it is locking it into place. So we need to first step back and we need to just start to let it go. So I found a really powerful book that explains this in really good detail. Very, very easy to read, very easy to understand. So this book is called Dissolve the Problem by Shifting Physical Reality. And this is by Richard Dotts. And he's done lots of other books on manifestation, all around the idea of surrendering and letting it go and living in the it is done energy and all the rest of it. But as he explains, we have access to parallel realities, right? There's an infinite number of outcomes, of realities, of situations that you can be aligning to. There's an infinite number of timelines. So all you're doing is keeping this timeline active right now. And we don't want to do that. So we need to let go. And what he says is soften your insistence of the problem. So stop fighting for it. I know it feels true. I know it feels true in every part of your body. You probably even wake up in the middle of the night thinking of it, holding on to it, worrying about it. Your brain is in overdrive. Your nervous system is in overdrive. If that's the case, make sure you check out my latest nervous system videos because they can really help you get out of that fight and flight response to help you get more into creation mode, which is what we're talking about here, okay? So we need to let go of the insistence, and this means we can accept that it's there. Acceptance is the fastest path to change because all the time we're fighting it, we're kind of not willing to accept it. Accept that it's here, and then we want to pour as much of our attention elsewhere. We don't want to be thinking about it. We don't want to be feeding it. You already have researched some things. You already know some things. You already know some steps to take. So just take a few steps towards the desired outcome every day and then just let go. Whether this is in your business, whether you're getting, hooked or attached on not getting the results that you want in your business or your social media or whatever it is, or the money that you want or the clients that you want. Maybe it's at your job. Maybe, like I said, it's in relationships and you're not getting the responses that you want from the other person, or it's just not, you keep having the same arguments over and over. Whatever it is, just drop your insistence of it, because all the time you're observing and reacting in a negative way, you're reinforcing it, and you're reinforcing a belief in you that this is a problem. So let it go. How does that feel to let it go? Can you hear the ego, mind, or voice arguing? What do you mean let it go? It's real, it's real, it's real. Or are you sensing a slight feeling of ease and relief? Maybe your shoulders are dropping. You can let it go. We are set up in a universe. We are set up with systems that allow the things that we want to unfold and to manifest into our life without us really doing a lot. We tend to get in our own way. Our body has an incredible healing power, self-healing power. There is an intelligence running through our body. There is life force running through our body and through everything around us. We are set up with a system that whatever we focus on through our mind, through our feelings, through our body, is going to come into our life if we allow it. So why not let nature have a go? You've had a go up until now. You've tried your hardest. And I feel you. I feel you so much because I have been there so many times to the point of just utter despair, exhaustion, and burnout. So you've done it all. And you should be proud of yourself for having tried so hard. How about now we try something different? How about now you surrender it to the universe? You let something else lead. You know how powerful intention is, right? This just blows my mind all the time because I got so stuck on having to do all the steps, having to do all these manifestation techniques, Our intention drives so much beneath the level of the mind, beneath the surface. Simply by waking up and intending something, these things can start unfolding in your life, whether it's that you want to feel a certain way today, you want to improve relationships, you want to improve health, whatever it is, or you have a certain idea of what it is that you would love. When we intend them and we have no resistance towards them, they just magnetically unfold in our lives. Like we move towards them in a really natural way. So into the power of intention and energy is already happening for us in our favor. So let go. Let go of it. Let something else lead now. Your constant worry and rumination on the problem is not going to fix it. Your ego will tell you that you have to worry, otherwise you're not doing anything, you're not being productive, but your worry is keeping it in place. Let go. Let life lead. Life wants to give to you. Life force energy is here coming through you all the time. It's responding to your observations, to your thoughts, to your feelings, to your reactions, to your actions. So stop all of it and create space. Because remember, the most important thing here as well, Einstein said you can't solve a problem from the level of consciousness that it was created from. So all of this trying, all of this fixing, it's coming from the same consciousness. It can't solve the problem. So as Richard Dott says, soften your insistence on it. And then you want to shift your energy. You want to shift your energy to the reality where this problem doesn't even exist. And you don't even need to get specific about it. You don't even need to go, oh, okay, this problem's here. I'm stepping away from it. And now I've got to think of the opposite. It's too big. It's too big a jump. All you need to do is just go inside. Just reconnect to yourself. Don't think about the problem. Don't think about the outcome. Just be general. And just reconnect to yourself and your own life force energy. Reconnect to your heart. And just give yourself a few moments of peace where you're just feeling your body, where you're just being still. Your energy calms down. Your body relaxes. Everything starts to shift. And in that moment, you are open and receptive. You have shifted reality. You are on a different timeline. That might seem hard to believe because it was so easy and it happened so quick, but you can just as quickly switch back to the old timeline too. And that's what we tend to do. We'll do our visualizations in the morning. We want this to happen. And then by lunchtime or even mid-morning, we've slipped back to the old timeline because we're reacting and responding and looking at everything in the same old way. So just reconnect and just shift to that alternate reality where the problem doesn't even exist. Because if you're not thinking about it, if you're just connected to yourself, if you're connected to joy, if you're connected to love, that problem doesn't exist on that frequency, in that energy. So the longer you can connect to that energy, the more that problem is going to soften and dissolve. And this is where we then get to refocus. Again, you might not be able to refocus on the thing that you want because there's so much resistance at this point. It doesn't matter. Focus on something else. Focus on something else that you do want. Maybe there's a hobby that you can start getting into, something creative. Like you've spent so much of your time, energy, consciousness, thought, brain power, all of it trying to fix a problem, that what happens when you start moving and directing that energy onto something else, something that makes you feel good? You know, you've got time for a hobby now because you don't have to think about that thing anymore. And believe me or not, that is going to be a more productive use of your energy and your focus, because actually it's going to start to allow the solution of this problem to arise, or just simply the natural dissolution, because you're not focused so heavily, so much. You're not so attached. You're not wrestling it to the ground, right? So here's a 3-step process is soften the insistence of the problem, shift your energy to focus on a different reality, the reality where this problem isn't there. So just shifting your vibration, shifting your consciousness, and then stay there as long as possible. And just to be noticing every time you naturally want to worry about the problem, your thought thinks about the problem, simply by creating this awareness in your mind, you're going to see how often, how many times a day you divert back to that old truth, that old reality, and you soften it every time. You notice you bring yourself back. You don't have to think about the polar opposite. You can think about something else, but you bring yourself back and you bring yourself back and you bring yourself back. And what happens is your energy, your reactions, your responses, your beliefs, all these neural pathways in your brain, you start the rewiring process. You are rewiring all of this, the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, and the emotions. You're diverting your attention onto something else. And by doing this, that problem is going to go away, or you're going to receive the answer and the solution for it, which is going to help it go away very, very quickly. And the faster you can do this, the faster that problem is not going to be a problem anymore. And here is a bonus tip for you. Stop seeing it as a problem. Simply by reframing it as something else, whether you want to see it as an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for a lesson, simply life showing you that there is something still to heal or shift within you. Whatever it is, if you can reframe it away from being a problem and into something, wow, that's actually for me, that's for my learning, that's actually, it's not a roadblock, it's part of my way forward. And as I resolve this and soften and shift and allow the solution to come forward for this, I'm going to be a step closer to what I want, or I'm going to be a more evolved human being, or whatever it is. As soon as you create that reframe, you've again taken the power away from the problem because it's not a problem anymore. So what happens to your body? The energy shifted. You're open to receiving. You're in creative mode instead of survival mode. You're expansive. You can hold more energy. You can channel more positive energy. You can change your mind. You can redivert your attention. It changes everything. So let me know what has come through for you while I've been talking. What do you resonate with? What are you going to go off and try? And tell me, are you going to go and read this book? I highly recommend it for anyone that has attachment issues, either on their problems or their goals. It is such a beautiful book and it's so lovely. And I know that it's going to help you all, which is why I wanted to jump on and share it with you today. Don't forget to sign up for the free workshop. If you've enjoyed this video, you will absolutely love that. And if you are someone looking for more deeper, personalized one-to-one support right now, you can also book a 90-minute breakthrough session with me where we can actually identify your biggest blocks, the things that are holding you back that you may not even realize right now. And I can help you within 90 minutes break through to a new level of identity, consciousness, and energy. So you'll be leaving on a new timeline. So if that sounds good, I only have a couple of spots a week. Go and book one now, and I will look forward to seeing you there. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and of course, share with any of your friends that need to hear this right now. I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you in the next one.